everyone. Welcome back to the negotiation table. My name is Wincy Hong, your host and communication specialist here at HGEA. As we approach December, a key month for retirement planning for our members, we wanted to invite Daniel Craze, aloha, Senior Financial Advisor from Hawaii State Federal Credit Union, to talk about investing for the future. So welcome.
Thank you.
Before we jump into today's conversation, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss content like this. All right, so let's dive in. So my first question for you, Daniel, I understand you work with a lot of state as well as county employees planning for retirement. What are some general themes you encounter among your clients who are navigating the road to retirement?
So a lot of people have done a great job from a savings standpoint. They've built up their island savings plan. They have other savings in bank and other investment assets, and feeling fairly confident with the income that they're going to be receiving from both the pension and Social Security to cover their monthly needs. One thing, though, is that's always kind of concerning for people is amongst the pension elections, which one is the best one for them? And then with Social Security, there's a lot of choices as far as when people take Social Security and wanting to make sure that they're making the best choice for them and their family to optimize that benefit. And another concern comes into play as far as their kind of long-term care needs, later in life expenses. Am I going to be covered to cover all of that?
Could you tell us about some of the common mistakes that you see people make when it comes to retirement planning?
Yeah, the biggest mistake is really kind of failing to plan things out. And we spend the bulk of our life in our earning years, right? So our mentality is that of a saver's mentality. We know that with what we earn, we need to put a certain amount towards our retirement. And we spend the bulk of our life with that mindset. Once we go into retirement, things change. We need to think differently, and with the assets that we've built up, we now need to change what we're doing with that in order to live the lifestyle in our retirement that we need to. A lot of times people spend their mentality thinking about rainy day funds and putting money away for the bad stuff. But we live with a lot more sunny days than rainy days. So we need to allocate our money to where we're covering both sorts of scenarios. Another mistake that I see a lot of times people make is when they're trying to protect their assets on their own, leaving the bulk of it in like the stable value fund option in their retirement, which they are protecting themselves against market risk with that, but they're leaving themselves quite exposed to inflationary risk. So over the long haul, leaving the money there, it's eroding their buying power significantly when it's time to actually use those funds.
What are the best ways then to protect the investable assets we've built up?
So working with a financial advisor is kind of key to that, because we can help create the right sort of asset allocation mix. So what I mean by that is think about a pie chart, basically, kind of having your money divvied up into different sections. So we definitely want some of your funds in a portfolio where you've got dividend stocks, which are a great long-term hedge against inflation, and some good quality bonds generating yield from there, along with pairing that with an annuity product that can eliminate any market risk. So when we look at that all holistically, we can achieve a good long-term growth rate, but also minimizing risk that way as well.
So how can we maximize our legacy to our families?
Yeah, so for a lot of people, legacy planning is very important. Our families are amongst the most important thing to us, right? So creating a right strategy for legacy is very important. I met with somebody once that had plenty of income and saved up well, and she told me that she wasn't really going to be using her retirement funds other than what her required distributions were going to be. She was going to pass the rest on to her kids. Well, I showed her that that was kind of an inefficient way to go about it, because the funds that you pass on in a retirement account to the next generation are taxable income, and there's a limited period of time that we can take those funds out, so it can be a big tax burden. So instead what we did was create an income annuity with a portion of her retirement income to fund an index universal life policy, which went to the beneficiaries tax-free. So creating a right strategy to mix it all up can create a lot bigger outcome as far as the legacy strategy and much more tax efficient in the process.
We hear that Hawaii State FCU has a new investment services center. How can a financial advisor help, and how can our members connect with you?
So helping with our clients, is really a holistic approach to learn about somebody's overall financial situation and what your goals are for your money, and then putting together a plan to help optimize all of that. Our services as financial advisors are available for both members and non-members, so you do not need to be a member of the credit union in order to utilize our services. To meet with a financial advisor, you can stop on in, or you can go on to our website, hawaiistatefcu.com, and schedule an appointment through there. Be happy to meet with anybody and help create a strategy for their needs.
Awesome. Well, mahalo to you, Daniel, for joining us today. We really appreciate you taking time to talk to our members about the road to retirement. So, mahalo.
Thank you.
For those of you watching, join the conversation. In the comments, let us know what questions do you have as you approach retirement. And for more content like this, don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. But for now, we'll see you next time. Bye.